Where's my go live button? Where's my go live button? I'm looking for my go live button. Hey guys, Tank here. We are live, and tonight we're going to talk about tiny trucks. Tiny trucks? Like this guy? No. Oh, we could. This is a 136. But we're going to talk more about these guys. SCX24, and also these guys, the 18th scale. So I got a couple guys that's gonna be jumping in, and a couple of manufacturers of some parts and things like that. And we're gonna talk, and once they come in, we're gonna talk to them about what they have to offer and what's the first thing to upgrade and so on. Me, this is my first 24th scale that I got. So we'll see how it actually turns out. So right now we have Trail Crawler RC with us and Kurtz RC.
What's going on, everybody?
Now, Dennis, I don't think do you have any 24th scale?
Yes, I do. Let me get rid of the background.
I know Kurtz has it. He's been doing some upgrades with JJ Customs help.
Yeah. RC hop-ups.
Yeah, they really push the name brand RC hop-ups.
Yep.
If you can put the link of RC hop-ups website, I can actually show it, unless you want to.
rchopups.usa or .us.
That's a kind of neat little body. It's a little
just a basically a stock SCX24 with some trio wheels on it, and an old low C mini T body back from the original low C mini T.
Okay.
It's called the Brew
those wheels look big on that. Man, they're big, friggin' massive. Nice.
But you got the No Fear.
Cool.
Sucks to be you. Back from the original.
Let me get the chat out so I can see who's chatting.
I just sent you that link in the chat.
Yeah. Kevin Gibbs, Thompson RC, Matt Harris, Billy the Kid, GNC RC, Upper Left RC. You guys are typing too quick here.
Are they typing too quick, or you're just getting old and slow?
He's old and
slow. No, they're typing quick. Memphis Mini Crawler, CNC RC, Scott, Bob's RC, James RC Garage.
You know, if you go on top of the three little bar, you can go participant, and you have a list of the participants. It's kind of cool.
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
RC84 Films, James, Double a Day.
Upper Left RC, how you doing? Radioactive Scale RC, how you doing?
Going on, Dwayne?
GNC RC, he's supposed to jump in here.
Corey. I think he's doing a live.
Yeah, he's supposed to leave live and come here. Something like that. Screen one, share. So this is what they sell a lot of, JJ Customs?
Yes.
RC hop-ups.
Yeah, you can go into the axial part and then the 24th part. You got all sorts of different
shop. So they have different.
So they do Traxxas stuff.
So they don't do just minis. They do.
No, it's 1/10 too, or.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Mini low-C mini T's. All the aluminum for it.
Wow.
It's just starting up, so.
Oh, a little VW bug. Cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I saw one. They're a hard shell too.
And I know I've seen some people actually put the sound module of the that little one I was just showing up, man. What's that company name again? Anyways, I'll mention it there later. There's motors with ESCs.
RC hop-ups. Yeah, you can go into.
Dry shafts, front linkage. That's one thing I might upgrade on mine is the front linkage because I
Definitely.
know
Yeah.
It's-
Yeah,
it's-
definitely do the steering link setup.
That's a must.
that was the first thing I noticed that's very loose on that. It's like, oh my God. And then you got metal gears that you can actually put.
Yeah.
Well, they have a complete link set, all metal that comes with the steering links.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
the gears that come in mine right now, are they plastic? The worm gear?
No, I don't. I think they're metal.
They're metal.
I
Okay.
believe they are metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this probably has the whole link and the steering and all that.
Yeah, and if you go up one more road to the right, they have the high clearance link set, all aluminum.
They're all different sizes.
No, they don't have it. They have a picture of it.
High
but they don't
clearance
have it.
link and tie rod set.
Yeah, but it's out of stock. They don't have it.
Oh, well,
Coming soon.
Oh, server horn. Yeah,
You
you
gotta
can
make
go
sure
quick.
those ones fit.
What, the server horn?
They got two of them. See, they got a 15 tooth
Oh,
and
yeah.
then a 24 tooth. So you gotta make sure you get the right one for your servo.
Yeah, because I heard those also the one thing to upgrade on that is the servo.
Then you go to Speed Tech RC and get the little micro servo for it.
a lot of brass.
Yeah, there's a lot of brass.
Brass helps these little things so much though.
Yeah, I might get something like this, like just a little brass and just for the front wheel and the inner wheel.
Mhm.
I'm
I tell
not
you-
sure if I'm gonna do it like this in the tire or
See the black ones? Go back down that one right here on the right, bottom right.
this one.
Yep. I put those on and they work awesome.
Oh yeah,
They're just
And they're 5mm extension.
yeah, they stick out at 5 more millimeters and there's plenty of weight there.
oh that's no good for me. I don't want it to stick out.
Oh, well,
I like it when they're tucked in, but I know that when you stick it out, it's a little bit better.
it doesn't get the top. Yeah. Doesn't get the rollover.
Hey, GNCRC, how you doing?
Or
Hey,
you
how
mute?
y'all doing?
There you go.
How y'all doing?
What's up, Corey?
Oh, another night.
What's happening?
You know, another night of lives.
Yeah, I'm tired, but I'm on. I told y'all I was coming, so and I sent all the guys over. So,
Cool. Appreciate it.
oh yeah. How y'all doing tonight?
We're doing good. Yeah, we're looking at RC hop-ups right now on their
Yeah.
website.
Yeah, I was looking at that. What are y'all thinking?
Pardon me?
What are you thinking first?
What am I making?
What are you thinking?
Making or
What part do you want to do first?
Oh, probably the steering linkage or even the servos. People are telling me the servos, but
Yeah.
like I mentioned yesterday, which some people probably don't know, Tony from CCXRC, I bought a bunch of things off his website.
Mhm.
So once this arrives, I'm gonna do some hop-ups on mine, depending what he sent me. He did tell me I did have a list. I paid for a lot of it,
Mhm.
but he did give me some bonuses in there for me to actually use. So
Yeah, he
I
has-
don't know what it is.
Yeah, it could be a servo. Yeah.
It could be. Could
Yeah.
be a servo. I know there's a motor.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
and his
brush
servo
motor.
pretty strong. The servo that he has pretty strong, from what I heard. So,
Okay.
Yep.
So it should be interesting. Well, so I'm taking these on vacation with me on Monday at the hotel where we're staying. So me and my son are going to be playing with the 3 trucks. So it should be should be fun. And when I come back from vacation, that's when I might do upgrades on it or tinker with it. So
I can't wait to
basically
think about it.
it's on this one. So I'll drive it first. It's only driven in the house right now, but this is the one I'll be upgrading. This is the one I got from my YouTube subscriber. Tony did a fundraiser a while back with super chats, and everybody was giving money for me to go get it. So I finally went and got it. Finally unboxed it.
Kept it in the
2
box
months
for
to
2
unbox.
years. Yeah, I heard about that.
Just open it already. Everybody was telling me, just open it already. So,
Yeah, we were waiting on it. I couldn't even believe I saw you had a video. I'm like, what in the world? What just happened?
yeah. But the parts that they have for it, there's so many parts. People can go crazy on upgrades. Oh, I'll order this, it's only $10. I'll order this, it's only $20. I'll order this, it's only $5. But once you're finished and you look at your basket, it fills up fast. Like
It does. And then you end up with a ton of parts laying around that you probably end up giving away, or you have enough stuff to build a whole new.
yeah. Hey, Psycho 13 Garage, how you doing? Kevin Gibbs.
Hey, Dirk, I got your package. Sorry, Shank.
And I got a letter from Kevin Gibbs. Well, it's stickers from Kevin Gibbs. I didn't even open it yet. I won't. I promise I won't take as long to open it as I did the SCX24.
Sure.
By tonight or tomorrow, where it's going to be open. But I got Kevin Gibbs stickers. I still didn't get Kurt's. Kurt sent me some also, but
Oh,
I even put a
Probably didn't
Canada.
write.
I even put a Canada stamp on it.
Oh yeah.
That's probably why.
like that background, Kurt.
Oh, thanks.
The Bronco needs weighted 5mm wideners and steering linkage. Yeah, that is true because everybody's telling me that Bronco has a hard body, so it's easier to tip. So when you go up hills and things like that, but
Yep,
I don't think I'll turn this one into a comp truck. In other words, to actually make it crawl very good. I would rather keep it as a trail truck because it looks so nice, and then build something else as a comp truck. So we'll see. Well, that's one of my questions for you, GNCRC. If I were to get in here or into this hobby, which I am, but if I were to get into the 24th scale, which truck or which kit would be better to buy as a donor truck? In other words, to put a Speed Tech chassis or any chassis.
Soup it all up.
I'm gonna say C10 or Jeep, but now ask the guys in the chat. That's just my personal opinion. I would say ask the guys in the chat. I'm gonna say a C10 or the Jeep, which got the same links. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I'd say the C10 for sure. Any C10 wheelbase.
Yeah, that's my personal opinion. But
aren't the C10s and the Jeeps the same?
Same.
Yeah, C10, Jeep, Bronco.
Yep.
All of them are on the same wheelbase.
Yep. Only thing is the Gladiator and the Deadbolt.
Yeah.
And they're all the same price range, right?
Your Bronco's higher because of the hard body.
Okay.
C10's your most reasonable.
135.
Jeep is a little bit more because of the V2 electronics by like $10 or something like that, I think, or maybe they're the same. No, I know they're more because I remember when I was looking at them, they were more.
Yeah, and because if I'm building a comp truck, I don't think I would care about the electronics. I would buy a brushless system, or I would buy something that's a little bit better for comp, for doing comp anyways.
Man, you can find, if you're going to change the links on it and you're going to use it for comps anyway, find a Deadbolt when they run them on sale for like $105, $104 Amazon.
Don't even need to do that.
Well, no, you can use some links.
Find you a set of axles.
Oh, I know what you about to say.
Yeah.
Instead of
look,
the
Oh yeah, if you want a real comp truck.
and look, I support axial as well, but if you're doing a full comp build, you're going to throw literally everything out the window other than 2 axles. And maybe, well, I mean, be honest with you, I run a stock gearbox a lot of the time. So, I mean, I'll get a stock gearbox too, but I just like the lightweight of the stock gearbox. But that's
But
really
there's also brass axles you can buy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And metal gears.
That's always the question.
Yep. And
Yeah.
so I'll say, so when everybody first gets into 24s, the thought process is you go on Amazon and look and everything's brass.
Yeah.
Let's get as much brass as we can get. I kind of look at it the opposite way. I try to make them as light as possible and only put the weight where it's needed. And really like for instance, like knuckles. I do knuckles purely off. I don't like the pivot points being plastic on the knuckles, you know. So if you take a hard tumble, you break a knuckle off, whatever. I like an aluminum or a brass knuckle, you know. So I look at a lot of different stuff like that. But like on all my builds that I do, I really use knuckles and a front diff cover, and that's pretty much all I use.
Okay.
That I don't go crazy on the brass.
Now, Maz, you sell parts also, I believe.
I do. I sell a complete chassis as well called the cheat code.
Now, do you have a website or
Yes,
is it
sir.
on
It's,
Facebook? Where is it?
yes, it's online. You can find me at Maz-Designs at Yahoo. Or God, I'm telling you a damn email
Why
address.
don't you type it in the chat?
It's Maz-Designs at .com.
I'll put it in there for you.
I don't even know how this thing works. I'm lucky to be in here.
Heard that, man.
There you go.
This is it.
Heard that.
Yeah. He's out of stock out of everything though.
Yeah. So I do chassis every Friday. So tomorrow I'll have chassis that'll go up at 8 o'clock. They'll be gone before 9 o'clock.
Wow.
I do those. I have wheels up right now. I got beadlocks coming. I have all the NSDRC stuff in stock right now. So all the RS100s, their mounts, servo horns, BCs, all that stuff stays in stock on the website. But I even sell like the stainless hardware kits for like $10. And it's a nicer hardware kit than the ones that you buy on Amazon for $10. So I do. Hey, y'all 10 scale guys, I don't know anything about it, but M2 hardware, $5. They sent it to me wrong. I got a deal on it. I don't know what you use it. I don't know what wheels use M2 scale hardware, but $5. I think I got about 30 packs of them left or so.
How many screws you get per pack for $5?
100 of them.
Oh,
100.
wow.
Yeah, for $5.
Is it an M2 for the center hubs?
Man, I have no clue.
I think
The
it's M,
M2s are basically the outer ring.
right? The
Yeah,
outer ring and
okay.
maybe the inner ring, if you have an inner one.
Yeah, if some of them have that
The fake.
inner hub that you have to put in, yeah.
Yeah. That's actually a good deal. You lose those things all the time.
Yeah, so I kept them. It comes with a tool. Usually I put that tool in a pin vise because it's just a little small pain in the butt tool to use, but it does the job. So like my wheels, for instance, that he's showing right now, they come with brass inner rings already with them. They come with standard and scale hardware with the wheels already. So you get all kinds of hardware with them and stuff like that.
They're nice.
So we're working on a bunch of other. Well, I say we like I got a mouse in my pocket. I'm working on a bunch of other stuff right now to try to get to market. It just takes time. It's like the downfall of everything's time. But yeah, that's the cheat code right there. It's a titanium rail chassis, all professionally 3D printed. Any plastic parts are professionally 3D printed. but it has upper link adjustments like you tent scale guys, you know, y'all are used to that stuff. On the 24s, they weren't really used to that kind of stuff. So
Okay.
They are now. There's enough out there now that have them that they are used to it, but you know, it's pretty much, it kind of goes back, Tank, to what you were talking about. I tell a lot of cats that say, man, you know, $95 is a lot for a 24 chassis. And I tell them, I'm like, well, you can go on Amazon and spend $95 on brass, or you can spend $95 on a chassis and about $20 on brass, you know?
Mhm.
So it's set up, you know, the weight and everything. And I have a reversal. There's a lot of little stuff like in the 24s, most time to flip the motors, you have to flip the skid. I didn't want to do that. You can't do that with mine. So I did a dual bolt pattern for the transmission. So you can flip the motor and trans either way, whichever way you want it,
Okay.
without having to take the entire truck down to nothing to flip the skid.
Yeah, I did the motor flip on mine, and you do the motor flip on it. Even though you get the extra drive shafts with it, you still have to cut one.
Yeah.
To
Yes.
accommodate the rear.
Yes.
So
Yes.
this is the different bolt pattern. So it's either
Yes,
on
sir.
this side or on
Yeah.
that side.
And what he's speaking of is you do, so when it offsets the trans differently, and it will, you will need to adjust, you know, like I said, it comes with extra drive shaft. You just trim you one down to whatever length you need and
Okay.
throw it on there. It's nothing major.
Now, why would you want to flip the motor? Just weight distribution?
Some guys like to run a rear mount motor. I'm more of a front mount motor guy, but it's just options, you know, for brushed options and different stuff that have longer cans on them and whatnot, because you're limited on the front facing by the length of the motor a lot of times.
Okay.
Because of how low the chassis sits, it'll start getting into the upper links if it's a really long can. So some people will run like a brushed, you know, can motor on they'll flip it so that it goes backwards, and you don't have any of those worries with the rear links. So, but yeah, I got little scale banners up there. I still got a handful of those in. I try to keep stuff up on the site. The chassis, they just go so fast. It's amazing in 3 months what it's done. It's crazy to me. I'm
Good.
baffled by it. And I wish I could keep them up there 24/7, but that really comes down to the people buying them. You know, they get bought so quick. So
Now, are these rims all machined?
no, so those are all beadlock rings. So those
Oh,
before
those
I
are
did
just
my
the rings.
yeah,
These are
so
just the
before I
rings.
did my wheels, I did a lot of beadlock rings, because really the wheels that are offered, they're a good base, but a lot of them are just ugly. And it's crazy how much aftermarket there is for the 24s, but like in the wheels, a lot of people were using the same Endura
design.
or
Yeah.
Endura or a Trill wheel. But like, let's be real, a Trill wheel is not the most attractive wheel. So you throw a D10, like what you see up there in that top left by your cursor, that's a D10, the bronze one. You throw your ring over it, it looks instantly better with a ring on it than it does with just a 5-spoke wheel, you know?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So a lot of it was, you know, and then I get asked questions if the rings are compatible with my wheels. So they are, but only the 15-hole patterns for the Enduras are compatible. But I tell people, I don't really like to cover my wheel up. I like the way that my wheel looks, but you can cover it up if you want to.
So this is your wheel that's a machined.
Yes.
This one is a machined one.
Yes, sir. Yep, and that's the one that comes with your scale hardware, your standard hardware, and like it comes with brass inner rings, beadlock rings. So that's going to be your full wheel setup. It comes nicely packaged and everything. But yeah, there's I do a little bit of everything. I got shirts that I'm in the process of making again. A lot of people, it was crazy. I did shirts. I don't see a lot of people do shirts, and they sold out pretty much everything but medium. I think I got like 5 mediums left, but they've been gone forever. I need to get some more shirts.
Okay. Cool.
So, yeah, you can. That is the cool thing about it. There's so much aftermarket out there. Like, and it just in the short period that I've been in it, it's probably tripled.
Yeah.
In aftermarket, like literally in the past 6 months, I mean, I'm just throwing numbers out there, but it's insane.
Yeah.
How much it's grown just in the last 6 months.
And I'm really surprised that you're actually using the NSDRC servos.
Yes.
Because they're just crazy strong.
Yeah. And we actually run those on an 8.4 volt BEC on 3S.
Yeah, my 10 scale class 2 truck's got the RS 800 V2 in it, and I run that on 11.1, and it's over 900 ounces.
Woo. That's crazy.
But all of his servos, except for that RS 100, are direct power.
Yeah. Yep. So it's a great, I mean, it's a great option. I tell people, I get guys that ask me all the time, you know, can I do a budget servo? And yeah, you can. There's great budget servos out there. You can go buy a little Emax for $15 or whatever. But by the time you burn 3 of those up, you could have just had an NSDRC and not had to worry about it. You know, let's be real. We like driving them a lot more than working on them most of the time once they're finished. So, you know, having downtime kind of sucks, you know, so.
Yep, exactly.
Hey, Guru, how you doing? Welcome in. You're muted.
Guru, what's up?
You're muted.
You're muted, bro.
Guru.
Is my video on? I don't even know how my video works or how to do any of this. I'm sorry, Tank. I know I'm.
No, you're on.
You're on your
video's
phone. You can swipe to the side to get like all more
Yeah.
people on there. Or
Yeah,
Hey,
you want to see
guys,
my
I
view
was
of
just
the face
staring at
without me
myself.
talking.
So,
Swipe to the
and if you
side.
swipe again, because right now you see 2 or 4 of them, if you swipe again, you'll see more people.
you'll see the rest of
wow.
everybody.
He's from
Sorry.
South Carolina. Excuse me, he's from South
Step your game
Carolina.
up. Tank's got the setup right here, man.
I could have gotten West Carolina. He's from North Carolina. He doesn't know how to use this type of stuff.
I'm about to say,
Hey,
he's
don't
from South
profile me
Carolina.
now.
he's from
Yeah, he's
North
from North
Carolina.
Hey, Guru's about to be in South Carolina. We'll have to come make a trip to visit you in a Cadillac.
Right, we're gonna fuck him up.
Tell him I'll come scoop you and we'll ride over there, Guru.
Right.
But I completely agree with you. And some people don't realize that when you're putting a lot of brass down lower or the wheel weight on your wheel and you don't upgrade your steering,
Yes.
something's going to give. Because you're adding weight to it. So when this thing actually, when it's stock and it tumbles, this one's a little heavier because it's a hard body. But the ones that are light, they just tumble and they just bounce and they don't break because they're so light. But as soon as you start modifying these little guys and adding weight in there, that's when you're going to start breaking things once you start tumbling. So,
and I don't have a lot of I don't have any experience with 10 scale crawlers, but like for instance, that truck right there, when you get it, it's fun to drive, but if you get to a point to where you need any kind of steering power, you just don't have it. It doesn't turn the wheels. Like there's nothing worse than turning the wheel on your controller and watching your wheels stay straight on your truck. You know, there's nothing worse than it not doing what you're telling it to do. So
the stock 24 does it all the time.
Right. So that's kind of the first thing to go. I always tell people, and that lower weight's great. Like when I talk about lightweight, anything axles down is great weight, you know. It's, you know, even wheels, some guys will tell you I don't even like wheels because it you know, rotate mass, but still we're talking about putting these brushless motors and these big brush motors on it. I mean, they don't care about that little bit of weight on them wheels.
Yeah, but rotational weight on a crawler, to me is irrelevant in the sense that it's not going fast. Where rotational weight is going to hurt you a lot is if you're going fast and you stop all of a sudden. Then it puts a strain on your drivetrain. It puts a strain on your clutch. It puts a strain on everything all the way up to the motor.
Yes.
But
and I have a background in drag racing motorcycles, and like there we run carbon fiber wheels, you know, so it's when we're talking about $100,000 motorcycles and up. But there you don't want any weight on your wheels. But in crawling, it doesn't hurt you. I mean, it really doesn't. It's not going fast enough most of the time. Let's be real, the 24s don't go fast anyway. You were
Yeah, with the warm gear that they have.
you mentioned that the other night. So I don't think that will it still comes down to your tire setup and you know how you have the tire, if you have tires vented, if you're running different stuff in them. You're all mainly, I see these guys, they get to bouncing the rigs. You know, you ever see a guy get on a rock and starts bouncing, man, usually I stop when it starts bouncing, because I'm like, man, that's every bit of traction being lost as it's sitting there hopping and bouncing and bouncing. And I usually go back at it and I get up there, but I'll see guys just keep giving it throttle. It just bounces and bounces. I'm kind of that way. I think about the tire. If it's unloading and it's not getting traction, you know, so a lot of it comes down to just driver, you know.
Oh yeah.
You know, some guys are just they think a controller's on off switch and there's nothing wrong with it, but
Full trigger.
yeah.
Well, that's why I like driving tiny tires, trucks with tiny tires, like the 1/10 one. That looks more scale, a grocery truck that you'd go or take it off the lot and then you drive it. That's, to me, that's a fun truck to take on the trail or even rock crawling, because it's challenging. And people, when I drive with them and they have their TRX4 with big tires, their eyes just light up. It goes, "Oh my God, you did that?" And I'm having trouble. Like, well, wait a minute. How did you do that with that truck? It's just knowing your truck. It's just knowing how it is and what's your capability and how much throttle at certain areas. It's just knowing your vehicle. That's what counts.
Right.
I agree.
And then going back to any of the weight or brass that you want to put on, like with the 110 scales, what we do is we try to get everything as unsprung weight. Diff covers, C-hubs, links, wheels. I mean, my class 2, I've got weight in my wheels. Guys frown on that. They say it's rotational mass. It's, well, I'm not coming to an abrupt stop. You know, you want that weight down low, especially when you side hill, because it keeps the tires planted. And then, like you were saying with the bouncing, when they're sitting there bouncing and bouncing, not only is it traction loss, but it's hard on the drive line because it could break something. Even though it's a tiny, tiny truck, it could break a pinion gear. It could break a portal gear. It can even twist a drive shaft.
Agreed.
Most time in the tent scales, you see guys talking about dog bones. That's usually the weak link. So your CV axles or your dog bones, that's usually your weakest link in the 24s. I've ran plastic drive shafts. I've never even had a steel set other than a customer's build I just finished up. He asked for steel drive shafts. They're heavy as can be. And I don't run them, but I've never even had a plastic drive shaft messed up. You know, I've run 3S on them. I'm the kind, I like to take care of the stuff. Let's be real. There's a lot of money in these little tiny trucks, man. So I'm not the guy that just tumbles one off the top of a dang mountain. If I see that thing about to go, I'll give it every bit I can. But if I see it's about to go and I know it's an unrecoverable situation, I'm grabbing that thing. So
it's just like dry shaft. I got an SCX10 right here over my shoulder. And I'm still running that's an SCX10 first version, and I still running the original dry shaft on it. They never broke. And the reason they never broke is when my wheel is stuck or when I know that I'm about to get in trouble, I don't try to throttle out of it. I just like back up a little bit and try to do a different line. My son once went into a hole, and his root went around his wheel, and he just hit the trigger more, and he actually broke the pinion off the motor.
And it's a lot. That's most of the time when you'll have people that'll come out and say that's how they're breaking and stuff, and then you'll have people that go, I just drive it, and I'm like, I understand it. You know, it's like what you're talking about. You get in a hole where your front and the back of the tires working against each other. They're both getting traction on different pieces of material on different rocks, and it starts pulling down. As soon as I see that, I'm lifting it up off the. You know, I may sit there and finesse it, maybe back up and go forward and move, shimmy the steering or something, usually you can recover it by just shimmying the steering with as much power as you have on those little RS100s. But if it really gets stuck, there's no reason to break something. I mean, it ruins your day. And, pick it up, move it, and you can crawl the rest of the day.
Exactly what I do.
Right now, for the comps that you guys do with the SCX24, do they have rules for classes, different classes of truck, or not yet? Or
Everybody got different rules. Like every area got like different rules. They don't have like a one set of rules like you guys got, how yours is. So I don't know why they hadn't developed like just one set of rules for everybody. Like
it really just takes somebody doing it. It really is what it comes down
modded
to.
and not modded.
Yeah, but they man, it's like we're doing a comp this weekend, and they're not gonna even use rules. They're just gonna say, "What's wrong with you wrong?" And I'm like, "Oh,
bring
so
what
the
you
guy that
want.
got the one that's laying lowest to the ground, the widest, probably gonna win every time."
In drag racing, we called it "run what you brung, hope you brought enough." So
this is a different.
that's really what it is right now. So, but you can still go out there and have fun. Don't get deterred by any of that, man. There's, I do think they should do classes. Like, it doesn't have to. I've looked at the rules on the 10th scale stuff, and I like that stuff. But I really, even on the 24th, I think you could even dumb it down even more than that. If it's just a tire size and a chassis, maybe a class 3 is a full chassis build with, I don't know, something. There may be a stock class with bolt-ons, or it'd be a class 2, or a stock class altogether, and then a class 3 be just run what you brung.
And they have that. Like some places actually have that. They actually go by that. So it just depends on where you are. Like they actually do that. But I've seen like one set of rules over here on this coast over there is a whole nother set of rules. But then on that same coast is another group of guys running, but they got like their own set of rules. So they have rules. It's nothing straight across the board.
Yes.
Well, I tell that to a lot of people is when you go to a comp, before going to the comp, read the rules. Like they're usually posted somewhere, and you read the rules of the comp and know the rules before you go there and modify your truck according to the rules.
Yes.
So you can comply in a different class. So us in the 10th scale, they go by SORCA rules, but there's so many variant of the SORCA rules. Some people, they take this rule from it, but they don't take the other rules. So you do have to be careful of what you use. What you do. So I know that the ones, the 24th scale are kind of out there, different. And I know that they also, like some people, they run the 24 scale, but they also run the 18th scale in the same comp. So you might have a 24 with a 18 scale. They run the same, almost the same axles, but I mean the width, but the wheels are exactly the same. They use the same rims, same tires. So it's pretty close to the same. It's just the body that's a little bit different. Mind you, this
You
one
gotta hold your 24th when you're talking.
Pardon me?
You're supposed to hold your 24th scale when you're talking. I don't want to break no rules.
As I'm using the hand of God right now. I'm using.
Oh wait, let me go get mine.
I ain't want to break no rules.
Nice,
Guru,
nice,
yeah, Guru, if you want to talk, you do have to hold your 24th scale. So
raise your hand first too, please, Guru.
Okay, I'll raise my hand and I'm holding my 24th scale.
Let me see if I can.
Is that cool?
You can go like this. You can put your hand up. See?
I got my hand raised up.
I got my hand raised up too.
I dig that teal one, man, or that aqua or seafoam color.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that one better than the gray.
I got a buddy that got one. And he has the cap. What do you call it on the back?
I like the dark wheels on there though.
Oh yeah, I gotta raise my hand like that.
We can't see your hand. I think you turn your phone sideways.
No, he
There you go. Now we might be able to see your hand.
No, he raised his hand up in the Zoom.
No.
Kurt did. I just wanted to talk a little bit of trash. Hey, everybody.
And
Quiet now.
Yeah,
He came to the dark side, guys.
that's right.
He couldn't stand it
My
no more.
mom's wheels is downstairs. Otherwise, I'll show y'all my wheels too.
Yep, Guru got some Maz wheels. That's his first 24 purchase.
Cool.
His any accessories, he had some Maz wheels. I appreciate the support, my man.
You know it.
Yes, sir.
You shipped to Canada before?
I do. I ship weekly.
Okay.
Weekly, literally 3, 4, 5 packages a week to Canada. We've been to New Zealand, Australia. I got a bunch of guys in Australia buying that stuff. Luckily, the shipping has gotten better. Like Australia, for instance, I used to not be able to ship there unless it was USP or UPS, and it would cost them like $100 to ship it. Now I can ship to them for like $15. And usually, just so you know, if you are in Canada or Tank, anybody in Canada, it usually runs about $17, $18 shipping on no matter what you buy from me.
Okay.
You came up off the shirt long. You okay over there?
Yeah, I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, he's getting comfortable.
It's hot, fucking hot.
Yeah.
As long as you don't lay down on a bed and call Molly up there, we're good.
Molly.
Molly, hey,
It's like 10 o'clock or so at night here, and it's still like fucking 29 degrees. It's ridiculous.
oh yeah.
It's been so hot for like a month, man.
It's been like that here, man. It's 100 degrees every day.
None of my clothes fit me anymore.
You've lost a lot of weight because you're working so much?
Yeah, I had to get a different belt. I had to buy new clothes. Like my favorite camo shorts that I wore in like all those videos. You guys have seen me wear my camo shorts 100 times at least. Probably never noticed it, but man, they don't fit anymore. They're just too baggy. I have to fold them over. The button is like backwards when I do up the belt. I'm like, oh man, I love these shorts.
So you lost a lot of weight and Molly lost a lot of weight. Everybody's getting in shape there.
Yeah, Molly's down to 50 pounds. She was 62 pounds before, so Molly's lost 12 pounds.
Wow.
That's huge for a dog that size.
Especially at that age, yeah.
She runs now. I haven't seen her run in 5-6 years. She actually wants to play fetch. It was like not last night, but 2 or 3 nights ago. I took a nap from like 7 o'clock till about 10:30. Then I don't have to work till 1:30 in the afternoon. I work 1:30 till 8 lately. And the shift changes, but it's been 1:30 till 8 lately. So I try to stay up late. So I have a nap in the evening, then stay up till like 2 or 3 in the morning, and then try and sleep in till 9 or 10. But 11:30 at night, Molly comes over and drops her toy at my feet. She wants to play. And I'm like, it's pitch black out. Why do you want to play right now?
Yeah.
Can't play fetch when it's pitch black. You're blind.
Do you bring any RCs to work?
No
Or
time.
when's the
I had 7-hour shifts, no breaks.
Okay. And when's the last time you played with an RC?
Today.
Okay, good.
I go boat fishing every other day. I actually started loading a video at my mom's place. The video is only like 12 minutes long. It's fucking like 3 hours to load it because she has satellite internet. It's just garbage.
Yeah, satellite internet is good for download, but upload it's slow.
Yeah, so it's probably ready now, but I'd have to leave the Zoom and go in and fill out the title and pick a picture, put it in a description and fill out all the shit. And I could upload it in a couple minutes and then come back if you guys want.
No, it's okay.
All right.
Yes, you can invite anybody you want. Just send them the invite that I sent you by email.
Uncle Lee.
Okay, so
You're muted.
From
Maz.
Uncle Lee.
Talking about.
Uncle Lee.
There you go.
You're muted, Maz. Just tap your screen and hit that button.
I got you. I think I'm unmuted. I said I appreciate you letting us get on here for sure. I appreciate you letting us have that link.
Not a problem.
He was having flashbacks of me muting him. That's why he acting like that.
Hey,
And I-
Booger, how you doing?
And I
Booger?
understand the late night naps. I tried to sleep all the way through Corey's live tonight, but I couldn't do it.
You did. You sure did.
I did. Oh.
I told him, I was like, man, you better hurry up and get on, man. I'm resting. I'm about to. He's like, man, I'm going to get a shower. And I was out before he ever got dang on. But
Yeah.
Man, I stay up so much talking to customers. I'm up even overseas doing talking to vendors and stuff like that, trying to get products, samples and stuff like that. I don't go to sleep usually till 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, so I'm all over the place on sleep.
Oh, yeah.
So with the overseas stuff, that's
twelve
their time.
o'clock.
So with China, I have to do that with anybody overseas. Their work day is my sleep day or nighttime. So
Yeah, it is.
it just works out better. I sleep a little bit in the morning, a little bit later, and then get up and go back at it.
Are you trying to make an excuse for why you always sleep at 11 o'clock in the motherfucking morning?
Exactly.
Look, man,
Yeah.
hey, I'm up every night, man. You can ring my phone any time of the night. You got my phone number.
Here's the problem. When I say I don't want to do it live, he harass me. He sleep all day while I'm working all day.
Why do you have a YouTube channel if you don't want to go live? Like, I don't get
I don't want to do it every day.
This is the thing, Tank. So he says he don't want to do it, but you know what the hardest thing of doing anything is? Just getting it started. Once you start, usually it's dang enjoyable, or you get knocked out.
Every day. I hadn't had a day past it, maybe 1 or 2. And since September, I've been doing videos. So
you can't grow by taking days off, man.
Yeah, I can't grow. I can't get any rest and go to work either by me being online all night.
I
don't have no money.
This is true.
Bull gear. I'm sorry, Bull Gear.
I'm just asking you to have less sleep. That's all I'm asking you. I'm not telling you not to sleep.
So Kurt from JJ Custom gets these RC hop-ups all the time at JJ Customs.
Oh, nice.
And there's a lot of cool parts there, like even ESC and motor combo. I find that very interesting that they do this also in this small scale, which is nice. And these are Outrunners, I believe.
Yeah.
Wow. I like that little 24 bug body. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, there's another guy. It's like the Blue Group or something.
Okay.
I think he's in Canada.
Yeah, the blue. What the heck?
Or the blue something.
Yeah,
he does a lot of Lexan bug bodies and stuff like that. That's getting real big. A lot of guys are liking the little dune buggy look.
And these guys got the motor, the ESC.
Oh yeah,
voice a little deeper, but breath still same.
That was a bullfrog.
Yeah.
There's a Lyle frog.
And then again, they have the CNC aluminum high clearance link with the steering links also.
So, and a lot of times, if you look at those, Tank, a lot of times what we do is if you're replacing links, we steer clear of the Y link, so the wishbone. And we'll go straight to a kit that has like HR, and everybody does it now to where it gets rid. They'll have a kit with a wishbone, and they'll have a kit with a 4-link front.
Yeah. So this one has the wishbone. Yeah.
Yep. And it's very simple. You don't really have to change anything to do it. You just buy the different links. So it's real simple, straightforward.
That's
when you guys talk about the wishbone, you were talking like 3-link versus 4-link.
Yeah, that's the set right there. Yep. There you go.
That's an adjustable one too.
Yep. That's 4-link.
Yep. So it's where, I mean, it just gives you, it makes the front move a lot more fluidly than it does with the wishbone.
It's almost like a pan hard and not a 4-link if you do a full size scale.
Yeah, I remember in the tent scale, they used to have these links also, and some people got rid of that.
Yep. So it's kind of the way it's went with the 24s as well. Everybody you don't really see anybody running, even on a stock chassis. A lot of guys just go to the 4-link.
Okay.
It started out the same way probably tent scales did, take stock parts and make it work. And now all the manufacturers are just offering it that way,
And again, these gears, they're probably all made by the same manufacturer, the same company. They just sell it through different people.
Hey, there's my wheels, Corey.
Get a 10% discount if you use put Kurt's RCs at the end.
Them ones on the right side. That's the one
Yeah, I
that
know what you're talking
circulated
about.
through the.
Oh yeah,
that.
those are everywhere.
Type that in the
Nah.
chat. Kurt. Type it in the chat. And you get
There's a story behind that. There's guys that got a picture from one of my vendors of a set of these wheels in my packaging, and they started, the rumor mill fired up, and they didn't realize that the people were just trying to sell them those wheels, but showing them with my name on them.
Oh yeah.
So it was actually a product picture that they had sent me for my packaging to get approval, and then everybody's like, "Oh, these are Maz's new wheels." I'm like, "Nope."
These looks interesting. They're all
Yeah,
brass.
they're all brass. Yeah.
Nice
Yeah,
look.
I think,
Black and brass.
Jim got a set of some.
And they said, dang, Mofo just came out with all those wideners and all that, and they said that they're able to do like 70 grams per wheel. That's crazy to me.
And again, we got the weights for in the tires.
Yep.
Inner wheel weights for these also.
Yeah, Mofo sells right next to
Watching you,
my
Sean.
hobby shop.
Yeah.
You see that too, Kurt, huh?
Yeah. They're distracted.
What's
Do
up,
it
Keith?
now.
Man, it's crazy.
Guru.
It's just like the 10th scale. It's just like hop ups after hop ups.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just blown up.
Man, if
What
it's
happened?
made,
Ground
there's
zero.
100 versions of it.
That's where his stuff is at Ground Zero Hobby Shop.
What you say, Kurt?
I said it's just blown up, all the aftermarket stuff.
Yeah.
I guess those are Canadian prices, huh?
Don't think so.
No, those are
All
Those are-
US.
Really?
yeah.
That little hardware kit was $30.
Yeah, $32 for
It's
the
got
big
tools
hardware
in it
kit.
though, I think.
God, let me update my website real quick.
I think
Oh,
it has
this one-
tools in it.
Yeah,
Nah, I'm talking about the one to the left of it.
just wait, I'll go back. 20
Oh, $20?
$20.99.
Yeah, I sell them things for $10 on site. That's the one. You can get that same exact kit with that little sticker and everything on Amazon for like $10.
I believe it.
But though, well, and that's why I say that. So that's an example. Like everything over there, you would say everything's made by the same place. So you would think the ones that I get without that sticker would still be the same kit. They're definitely not, because the kits that I get with the stickers like that, even on an MIP, they won't stay on an MIP. The ones that I ended up getting samples of and ended up going with, they actually fit tight onto the MIPs. And those little tiny screws are a pain to work with. So if they fit that MIP tight, that's the way I roll.
You talking like a MIP drive shafts?
Yeah, like a driver. So like the hexes on a lot of these hardware kits will be so like oversized, like the dimensions are so wrong. When you go to try to hold it on the end of your MIP, like a little driver, hex driver, it just falls off as soon as you like move it from vertical. So they're so much of a pain in the butt to use that I always try to find the ones that have the tightest, clearances on the hex part that's machined out of them.
I buy the Robinson Racing grub kits, and they have every thread type. And they're awesome. Like for going into an MIP or anything else, I love Robinson Racing products. Like I love their screw gears, their grub kits. They're great.
Heck yeah.
But the flexibility of these little guys, that what Tony does, like he builds a little monster truck with the bigger tires and all that. It's just amazes me what you can really do with these little trucks. It's interesting.
Guys are racing them now, like Ultra 4 buggy racing.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Tinker Time, Hood Whiz, and all the guys that come over.
Are they changing the axles, putting different axles, getting
New
rid of the
motor?
front?
I don't know exactly. I think a lot of them even run stock axles, but they're definitely going up on the
Man, those
on
worm
the
gears
motors and
must be getting
ESC.
hot. Those worm gears.
Yeah.
Changing those. No.
Hey, where you at, Corey?
Huh?
I ran 8,000 kV on my worm gears, never had a problem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He was doing like 30 miles an hour with
Keep
that.
it on the ground.
That's right. You did that
Keep
speed
it on
one.
the
Huh?
ground.
No, not the
Wow.
speed run when I
Oh,
did
not the speed run.
the mega mud bolt.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had 8,000 kV charisma in there on the worm gears, and I didn't have any problems with them.
That's cool.
In my low-C Trekker for a short time, I forget what KV it was, but the rating on the motor was 100,000 RPM.
Nice.
So
Watch out,
Booger got a lot of
laugh at that truck.
And we still take that stuff apart. You know, the worm gears get, like, a lot of people put grease in theirs. I use like engine assembly oil, actually, like lubricant, real thick, heavy, sticky lubricant. Most guys will grease them. I don't really grease them, but
I've heard guys using transmission fluid from a 1-to-1 vehicle.
Yeah.
White lithium grease works really good.
that would probably be a good
Very
option.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's real
Lucas
thin.
white grease.
I actually use Lucas's engine assembly oil. Like I said, it's so thick, it's stringy when you touch it. It like grabs everything. So that's why I use it, and it stays in because there's no seals on the diff cover. So it ends up staying in there. I've never heard anybody else say they use it, but that's my little secret. I run that on all the worm gears.
Not anymore.
Hey, Corey,
Yeah.
can you do a little showing off
What?
the little drift car?
Oh,
I show it, but I'm not done with it yet. Let me get over to the camera.
man, you've been working on that thing for 3 weeks, man.
Oh man,
I think it was longer than that, wasn't it?
Man,
I probably got
that thing's whoops you.
I got about another $400 put into this thing.
That thing's working you like a part-time job over there.
Now I need
You
some
got
more
one of
money.
those.
I need some more money.
That's why you keep asking about it yesterday.
Yeah. Hey, those guys got some bad stuff, man.
What scale is that?
124.
Where it's a 128 now, but you can lift it to a 124.
It's the
Okay.
mini Z's, right? Mini Z.
This is atomic DRZ 22.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm sorry, DRZ2. I'm sorry. Pretty cool car.
That's an FMS.
Yes, FMS.
Mm-hmm.
It's been lengthened, and I got different wheels and tires.
The FMS is nice.
I like the bodies on them.
I like the ring. I like the ring and pinion on it instead of the worm gear. I do like that.
And the 2-speed. You like the 2-speed? Is it really actually work?
Yeah, man.
So my thought process is I do like it. I've only messed with it one time. And it wasn't even the one I have. The one I have still in the
I'm about to
box.
say yours still in the box, bro.
I'm aspiring to be Tank over here. Don't give me a hard time. It's still in the box. So,
You're gonna
but
dye your
I
hair
almost
white.
feel like once you go to like 3S and you did a full build, like if the FMS gets to where like the SCX is, I think you'll start seeing transmission ratios. Like I don't think they'll stay with that really high speed. I think it's exactly what they designed it for, because like some people brought up that it's like a European mud truck, like a racing truck.
Right.
And they do high speed runs in them. So I assume that's what they probably based them after, because they look kind of funky, like the little short stubby rear end on them. But somebody brought up that it looked like a European race truck, and they look exactly like that. So
yeah,
what they call them, Corey?
So mine is a whole lot longer than what you would see.
How much is it overall, Corey?
Guru silly. Okay, that's what he said. I don't know, man.
I'm laughing at Sean. Sean say the next one he get going to the moon.
Hey, he's gonna blow that thing up.
This one does not have a stubby rear end.
No.
He could put. Tank might want to put it up on the FMS site, and you can see the difference in the actual length. It's totally different.
You don't know what yours is longer than the.
I gotta pull up the McHugh links. Hold on a minute.
You ain't got to yell at me. I was just asking questions.
Got to tell you. There you go. Is that stock? No, that's not stock. It's a bull gear.
No, it's some McHugh links on here.
Yeah, McHugh. So that's how mine is. Got the McHugh links. I was trying to give them an example of what it looked like.
I don't think that's normal.
I want a background. How do I get a background?
Broke something, huh?
You get your gears yet? Your portal gears? I got the metal portal gears. I just hadn't had a chance to put them in.
That's the cheat code.
Yeah, I got mine at the house, but yeah, I broke my portal gear today.
Yeah, which side
No,
is
that's
that?
that's an FMS guru.
Wait, show us the cheat code.
What's that?
I can go grab one if you want me to.
I got mine right here.
No, I,
I mean,
want to
you
see
want
because
Corey has one. If y'all want me to go grab a real one, just tell me. I'll go grab one.
Real
Yeah,
one?
go grab
What
one.
is this?
Oh,
What did you
Bull Gear did some crazy shit with his, didn't
Let me go grab one.
What did you sell me if this is not real?
That's got a lot.
What did he sell me if this is not real?
That
Amazon
looks like
knockoff.
that looks like a cheat code.
That's that Amazon one for $14.99.
Oh,
Okay.
that
Dang.
Good deal. Get two.
Well, hey, it looks like my battery's about to die, so I'm gonna jump off of here, man. I just got in here to say hello.
It's
All right.
jumping in here.
See you, Uncle Lee.
Take
All
care,
right,
boys.
good one.
Have a good night.
Here.
I can't believe you guys are getting into these small trucks, especially like Guru. Guru's like he used to pull up that truck and say, "This is big. This far as I'm going." And I thought you
That's
did.
why
I thought Tank
they
absolutely.
laugh at the trail tracker.
I always heard the Tank just he hate him, like he can't stand him.
I love my trail trekker and I miss it.
You miss it.
Yeah, I had to sell it last year to.
Yeah.
Now I needed money and somebody wanted it and they paid me really well for it, so it had to go.
It's hard to find them. It's hard to find them if you find them.
Yeah, and the guy drove like an hour and a half to Calgary to get it too.
Oh,
I
really?
can believe that. I can never believe it. He
Don't
probably
you
had
still
one
got the
before.
micro crawler though?
No, Crazy Joe now has it.
Oh.
All right. Corey, you done showing that thing? Did you show them your patented decal cutting service you offer?
No, show him the LGBT version of yours.
Hey man, look, you gonna get canceled, man.
I didn't say nothing wrong with it. I just said show the
wrong with
version
it.
of it. I didn't say nothing wrong with it.
Your reaction tells different.
Yeah. So that the cheat code's built for a cliffhanger body, but you can run a lot of different bodies. But so just your magnets.
Cool.
Hey, how come that looked just like the other one that Corey was holding up?
Corey, take your body off. I want to see your wiring. I try to keep that wiring as super clean. This one's not as clean as I like it, but it's pretty clean. I try to do everything custom links and links of wire and everything, but everything runs on the skid on the cheat code, except I'm running a Castle in this one, so it's on the rear tray.
Okay.
But usually I run everything on the skids, try to keep it as low as possible. But it's got portals. So RC all-wheel drive portals, NSDRC servo. This one has RC Addictions links on it. These are brass. I usually don't run brass links. This is for a customer. I usually run the aluminum links. HR oil shock is my go-to shock. So the
HR oil shock? Is that what you said? Oil?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's their oil emulsion shock is what they call it. And it just helps stabilize it a little bit.
Is there actually oil in it?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yep.
Okay.
Not when you buy them. So I've seen people actually buy them and say they have oil shocks and didn't realize they needed to put oil in them either.
Okay.
Some of them do, like RC all-wheel drive, Corey. I think they send some oil in their shocks, but it's like half a drop.
I think almost every shock I ever bought was like that. There's nothing in it.
Yeah, it's like they put, which I don't know if they may be regulated to not be putting a lot of stuff in them. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never had much of anything.
But yeah, so it gives you a little more. It gives you a little more, stability. It takes that bounce away. So like if you're used to the stock way that it's real bouncy, the oil shock takes all that bounce out of it. But yeah, it's you know, it's a full. I mean, like I said, it's like a tent scale. You just on a smaller playing field. You know, a lot of guys get into it, like what we talked about last night, where you can throw stuff down on the floor and play with it. You know, you can throw some books, you know, a beanbag chair or whatever you got. You know,
Whatever. Yep.
I know if
Chase
it's a
the
beanbag
dog with
chair,
it.
I'm sitting in there eating Cheetos with my dang underwear on, so
Oh,
I'm not using my beanbag chair. No, I'm playing. But yeah, they got so many options. Motors like this one has a FureTech in it. This one has a FureTech micro Komodo with a castle. I have another one that has a well, it's apart right now, but it has a Mofo Nano Beast V2 with a FureTech. So it's kind of weird. I've mixed matched everything, but if I was to ever go back and start over and somebody tell me some advice, I would have done a castle from the word go.
Oh yeah.
I would have never messed with a FureTech.
Yeah, I love Castle, man. I will not change to anything else. They've treated
Hey,
me
man,
so well over the last like
Mhm.
12 years. I fucking love them.
Castle motor too, or just Castle?
No, it has a FureTech micro Komodo.
Oh, okay.
And so this is what's crazy. And Corey, I hadn't told you this even as much as we talked. So Corey knows there's a noise like so. Let me see if I can find. I don't know where I put my motor. I cleaned up yesterday, and now I'm not. And now since I'm organized, I don't know where anything is.
Now you're unorganized.
Yes, I've been looking at it the same way for weeks and weeks, and now I don't know where it's at. Anyway, the Mofo motor on a FureTech Lizard Pro or Lizard or Tegu or whatever you want. I only run the Lizard stuff, but it has like so it's very smooth. Like the Mofo is like super quiet, no noise, sounds super clean. You put that same ESC onto their motor, the micro Komodo, which FureTech also makes, it almost like it has a rattling noise in it when you're under throttle. Like it has a weird clicking noise or something. It's weird.
Oh, yeah.
But it goes away when you use the castle. And people will say, well, it's because you can hear the castle, but you can still hear the motor, but that noise is gone. So I don't know if it's something in the motor. I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. I've used them and they still work perfectly fine. It's just weird that you go from one to another and it changes I'm sure it's the way that
Sound.
they manipulate the motor and all that, but.
Well, yeah, that's totally what it is, because I'll give you a solid example. The FMS Atlas, when I got it, it was an extremely loud, squealy ESC, and the motor was chunky. And I just didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed it, but comparing to my 110s, I didn't enjoy driving it as much as my 110s because it wasn't smooth. It was too fast, no drag brake, the jumpiness of the motor. I blame the motor. And then I went and bought a 110 SCX10 that is now the Betty / the Honcho. It had an old, I believe it's called an FXR from TEN in it. I put that into the Atlas to change out the ESC. And now I can super slow crawl that motor. There's no noise. It was never the motor's fault. It was all about the ESC's amount of power and understanding the motor, because some ESCs can read the motor's timing where other ESCs don't. The FXR does. So it makes the motor smoother because it knows how to talk to it better. So when you get the stock crap, or so you get a Futaba motor or whatever and a Castle ESC, they don't talk to each other very well. So you think the motor's crap, but it's actually the communication between the ESC and the motor that's the problem.
So the one setting that is the deal breaker for me after going to a Castle is drag brake ramp. That is what Castle has that FureTech does not have in their software. There's nothing worse than killing a dang hard line that you never thought you'd do and then come over the top and you let off and go 100% drag brake and it nosedives over. Like nothing worse than it. And like Castle has it's like 6 preset settings, but you can you got very slow to super fast on drag brake ramps. So basically if you call it from, when you're going to neutral, your drag brake starts to engage. A FureTech is immediate. As soon as you do it, it's 100% brake. The only way to manipulate it is by the trigger.
Like a Traxxas.
Right. So on the Castle, like this one is set on slow. It's not the slowest, but it's the second from the slowest. So like take it, and I tried to explain it to people. So basically your ramp is going to be, say very slow is going to be 100%. Say if it's set at 100% drag brake, it's going to go from 0 to 100. We'll call very slow 3 seconds. So over
That's
a
a
3
long
second
time.
period, it ramps up that drag brake to where very fast is like a half second. It's immediate, it's pretty much immediate.
Well, I think a good way to explain this is when you apply on a regular ESC, when you let go of your gas, it's like turning on a switch.
Yep.
And right now the
Yep.
drag brake clicks on.
Yep.
Compared to the Castle Creation, it's like a dimmer. To me,
Right.
it's like more like a dimmer. So as soon as you let go of the brake, then it's
Yes.
the dimmer that actually turns on and goes to 50%, and then
Yep.
and you can make that dimmer go fast and go slow. To me,
Yep.
that's more.
That's a great explanation of it. That's exactly the theory behind it. And it works great. That what's crazy is it's a super simple setting in the ESC that makes it just takes it up a notch to where you're not getting all those flip overs forward from that immediate 100% brake coming on.
Yeah, I love using the Castle Link on your computer. That makes everything so quick and simple. Like you can unplug it from your vehicle, plug it into that 10, 15 seconds. You know what you want to change. You make a couple quick settings. You say update. Done.
Bluetooth Castle Link is awesome. It works great. I've tried it and I like the Bluetooth Castle Link. It's kind of cool.
Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all a heads up in case y'all ever run into this, because Corey knows that I've dealt with this for 5 hours the other day. I have a Bluetooth link. I have a B link. I was tuning this truck the night before. I did it 10 times with this Android phone. All right, worked flawless. Changed settings 10 times. Was playing with the ramp and the throttle curves and all that. Next day, I go to take the truck to the customer. He was going to keep it. I have it in possession right now, but long story short, he was going to drive it for the week and I was going to get it back. I have to do a live, I believe Monday. So I was going to get the truck back. Well, when I go over there to drop it off with him, he drives it, puts a battery through it, works perfectly. I'm like, hey man, I turned the reverse down. So I'm going to just bump it up 10% because you're not able to catch when he was getting to like this point where it was trying to tip. I like to have it just fast enough that I can reverse out of it. So I upped it 10%, sent it. Everything was successful. Lost all throttle input. Couldn't calibrate the ESC. Couldn't do anything. And I was like, man, what in the world? I'm sitting at this guy's house in front of him, and I'm like, he's like, I saw what you did. You didn't do anything crazy. So sat there for an hour, played with it, kept sending all these different files. Nothing would work. Long story short, came home, kept doing it, and that's when I kind of figured out I didn't have throttle. I couldn't even manually calibrate the ESC or anything with throttle. And got online real quick, and the only thing I could find was one guy saying he had an issue and then used the Castle link like on the computer and it fixed it. And even a guy named Robert from Castle was in this forum saying that was really weird. It's not usually a software or corrupted file. But long story short, my Android sent a corrupt file to it. As soon as I hooked up my iPad to it and Bluetoothed it through a Apple device, it fixed it. I even, as many times as I messed with it, I even lost the battery. I even lost the beeps for how many, whatever cells you were running. So like I even lost the 3-cell beep, the 3 tones.
Okay.
It kept sending corrupt files. But long story short, I did have a problem with Android, but I do know they based that app off of Apple originally.
I can pretty much explain that to you. So what happens with Android? Android, every company has different versions and different variations of that software. So what happens is that's an open source phone. So by Android being an open source phone, you can get corrupted files. And sometimes when they do updates, like Council might do an update, but say I'm just coming up with the name, I can't remember some of them, Ice Cream version 2.0. And then there's other phones running like I don't know, Widowmaker 7.0, but that variation it just doesn't translate over. And
Yeah.
then that's when you run into those problems. That's why it works so much better.
And really, it was no
What
rhyme or
computer?
reason, I don't think, because nothing had changed on my phone. It was just the fact that it was not probably very stable sending it initially the night before, and just so happened at that guy's house, it wasn't stable enough to even get a good file into it. So,
Open source.
long story short, I went and bought an iPhone the next day. So that's what I'm on now.
You bought an iPhone with your phone.
All right, you grew up. Oh,
So,
There you go. You see it.
I know. I feel like an adult now, man.
Guru's holding up his scale banners.
TTC in the building.
Look at him.
TTC in the building.
Hey,
Cool.
heck yeah. Yep. Yep. We got banners up. He's already talking about getting a 24th garage, man. Guru is.
He might as well just make the garage you got. He got
I know, right?
garage already. Let's put a slot in it.
Hey, I like that. I like that body.
Oh, there's a garage.
I'm looking at Trail Crawlers RC, that body that's up. That's a sick. I like that paint job.
It's coming soon.
Oh, your GRC.
I got like 6 bodies here to paint right now, and I need inspiration.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I got a couple tent scale bodies, not crawlers though, and an 8 scale buggy body, and 3 cliffhangers for the cheat codes. So,
Yeah, I got a Capra to paint.
oh, I also have a Crete that I cut up and I need to do too.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of practice to do. I got a lot of practicing to do on some paint here whenever I get some time.
Do something
That's
like
one
that.
part I like a lot though. I like the painting side of stuff for the real.
Yeah, I do
Something like
too.
that.
I like that. That's you bead rolled that.
No, it's actually metal panels that I made for the Capra. So these are the doors, the side doors, and I also have the roof, which has a bump.
Oh, nice. How'd you do the beads in it?
Aha, that's a Chinese secret.
Hey, it's not a paint roller pan, is it?
And this is the hood.
No, it's a
that has the
cooking
beads
pan.
on it. They're cooking pans. They're just
cooking,
cooking pans.
aluminum.
Aluminum cooking pans. That
Oh,
you
really?
buy at the
Okay,
dollar
I know.
store.
Is it like a hotel pan?
Wow.
That's kind of what I was thinking of. That's cool though. That's a great idea.
So this one is actually doubled. This side is this one, and I took all the beads off this one.
Yep.
And I used glue to glue them together. I
Nice.
used this type of glue.
Nice.
It's the craft glue. This
Yep.
thing is friggin' sticky.
Yeah.
And I stick both of them, so the metal is actually doubled. So it should be good, and it should
Yeah.
be neat in the sense that if he falls on it or scrapes it,
It's
will
going to take
bend.
some damage.
It'll
Yeah.
bend, yeah.
And
That's the cool
reason-
thing about it.
Gonna look
That's
good.
the reason I did it this way. It's going to be
Yeah.
different.
Gonna give it character.
Scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna get some trail rash.
Yeah.
And the only thing that's different is the hood, because it has to open. I put a piece of plastic underneath it.
Nice.
And the plastic underneath it is a, you know, when you get a salad bowl off the grocery store,
Mhm.
it's just that
Wow.
I chopped up and I painted it, and then I glued it on there, and then now it's stiff that I can use it as a hood. So
Mhm.
just different ideas.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Billy the Kid, how you doing?
Or you could always go this route. Just get a
Yeah, that's nice too.
or beer,
Beer.
anything that you like, just make a panel out of.
Oh yeah,
Oh, man.
like that. You don't even have to paint it.
Except the beers that Psycho 13 likes is in a 40-ounce glass bottle, so he'd have problems with the beer.
With orange juice.
I don't know if he's in here or not, but
He was.
Dirk was. I think
he
went
told
to
us that in his younger days he would drink a third of an old English 40 and then top it off with orange juice
Like, why
and
not
shake it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep
Yeah.
drinking. You want- You're already about dead.
See you later.
The first
Bucks.
third, I think I'd be laid out.
That's what I'm saying. That stuff is strong, man.
Hey guys, I got to take off. I'm sucking up data as usual because I still don't have internet down here. It's going to be a long time before I do. So I'm going to check out.
See you later, Law.
See ya,
Say hi to
Law.
everybody.
Take care, Lon.
You guys all have a good night.
You too, man.
Thanks.
So Tank, do you go live nightly or every few nights or every once a week or
Every once a week, every week
Okay.
on Thursday night at 9:30. That's when I usually go on.
I wish I
And
would have
I-
never asked that question now because Corey's gonna say, man, Tank only goes once a week. Well, I gotta go every every night, every other night.
Well, I used to go on Tuesday night and Thursday night. I used to go on. But in the summertime, it's a little tough with my son
Yeah.
because he's
Yeah.
got baseball and things. So
Yeah.
I let go of the Tuesday night.
Adult thing,
Yes.
man. You know,
Yeah.
we all
Yeah.
can't be live every night.
Well, you know, you get so used to it. It's like just shooting the crap with your buddies. You know, it's
Yeah.
just like it's super easy
Yeah.
to get on here and just BS for hours. And
It's funny
You
because
know-
we actually do an offline.
Yeah, we do that
Yeah.
often though.
I
is
can't even get him to do that.
Yeah, when I'm bored or whatever, I send an email to everybody that's on my list and I say offline chat. Like if you want to
Oh,
come
nice.
on, we are not live on YouTube. We're just chit-chatting and about
Chatting on
life,
Zoom.
life in general.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Oh.
And that's kind of what Corey's has turned into, man. We talk about everything over there.
Yeah.
It doesn't, you know, and it's kind of, that's what's cool about it is it's not just,
That's
you know, especially for like myself, I'll speak for myself. I'm so engulfed in the 24s and the crawlers every single day that it's nice to just get on there and BS about everything, you know, that like, I like talking about the crawlers, but I like to get a break from it and just see what people got going on, what they're doing and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like taking a break from it almost for me. And that's kind of why I got some different stuff here lately, some 10th scale little fast car or little trucks and 8 scale buttons.
Oh yeah, what'd you get?
So-
What'd you
I
get?
ain't laughing. He's laughing when you said little truck.
Well,
no, because him and that buggy.
Oh,
hey,
talking about
man.
that motherfucker.
Hey,
He was
Guru, I didn't
buying
even realize I bought a hobby wing setup at 7:30 this morning. I didn't even remember it until I got the shipping notification just a little bit ago.
Tell them what you did with about that buggy though. Tell them. I mean that what's that truck called?
The tenacity.
No, tell them what you did.
God, man, don't ever look, man. Go with your gut. If you're looking at a used truck and you walk away from it, stay away from it. That's all I can tell you. Everybody knows where this story goes to.
Let them know.
I've
They don't
got,
know.
long story short, a tenacity costs $500 brand new. The new
Yeah.
TT, the little tenacity TT Pro, and I probably got $700 in a used one. So we'll put it that way.
With no year.
jeez.
So,
And you still got to put more in it.
I did today. Today, I think I ordered my last part for it. I'm pretty sure, but I've said that about 15 times now. Everything that I touch is bent.
Oh
So
wow.
it's even got a new chassis plate because at this point I found a chassis plate for like $25 shipped
Yeah.
to me, brand new takeoff. And I was like, as much stuff that's been on this truck and it having an aluminum chassis, the chassis probably got a tweak to it somewhere.
To try Jenny's RCs.
That's exactly who it came from.
Yeah. Yeah.
I bought a ton of stuff. All those breakdowns, it's crazy. It blew my mind how cheap you can buy that stuff.
Yeah.
Later RC recreation.
I got one of those trucks too. They
Yeah.
are fast and fun.
Yeah. You have the tenacity?
Yeah, the TT Pro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I pulled it apart, it's weird. He doesn't have the 3S post on it, like to raise it up for the 3S batteries.
Uh-huh.
But he had a 17 tooth pinion and it only comes with a 15 and a 16. So he was rough on this thing, let me tell you.
Yeah, but you could use a soft pack.
Yeah,
He probably
exactly.
used a soft pack 3S.
So
is he
what
had
I'm
in it.
thinking is exactly what you're saying is a soft pack with a 17 tooth pinion.
Yeah.
So hopefully the electronics are good. I don't know that yet. I know it turns on and it makes noise. That's all I know.
That's a fast setup.
But I did get, man, I came on look, this right here is like my ultimate win against my own rules. This joint came from eBay,
Okay.
but it is like pristine.
Oh, nice.
And I paid
LR
three-
too, huh?
Yeah, TLR 8XC Elite. And dude, it's like legit premium. Even the front shock tower is like there's no scuffs or anything hardly on them.
Wow.
Man, I was $350 to the door. I was like, he just went through the shocks, bearings, diff oils, everything. Everything's been
A
serviced.
lot of them racers sell that stuff because it
Yeah.
gets a little old for them, you know.
Well, he just got the new 2.0, and that's what he said.
Yeah.
So he had went through his. He said that he did full rebuilds, being all what I just mentioned after every 4 race days, and then he did that and then bought the kit and ended up racing the kit that week. So he never even ran it again after he got it all cleaned up and everything.
Okay.
So I can't wait to get it. I've never raced on a dirt on any kind of RC track. So I'm ready to go out there and look like a full-blown idiot on there.
Well, wait till you put electronics in there and jump with that buggy. It handles so awesome in the air. It's just so in the air.
I thought I'd went the wrong way. I'd bought a couple short course trucks and I was going to go do that. But then when I bought this and I was like, man, I guess I just dove in head first. Everybody's like, man, that's the one to go with.
Yeah.
Like you get traction, you get the, you know, it's got a ton of power, but it's got a ton of traction too with a 4-wheel drive buggy. So, I just want to go out there and have some fun, man. Take my brothers out there and, you know, spend some time. We don't, you know, we're older and don't really get together as much as we did. So I bought him a little truck. He doesn't really get into it, but I bought him a truck so he can go out there and play too. So, but it'd be cool. But yeah, I've been doing different stuff here lately, but I still stick with crawlers every single day. I'm still working on them every single day. I just don't get to crawl as much. I like the little short course because I can just go out in the go stand out on the porch and run it up and down the dang cul-de-sac and just, you know, I can just chill in the shade, you know?
Yeah.
So.
And which crawler did you get?
My crawlers? All my crawlers are cheat codes.
No, I mean, 1/10 crawler. I thought.
I don't have a 10th crawler. I don't have a 10th crawler. Okay. Which one's Corey? Which one is the one me and you talked about?
He's muted right now.
Oh, I think it's like it's whatever, man. I can't remember. I did look at a 10th scale. I've been interested in 10th scales since they came out. I just back in, I guess, the early 2000s. That's when I was introduced to them at a local hobby shop, like when they were taking them and making them from all different kinds of stuff. And but I just never felt like I had the room to crawl a 10th scale. But then when I figured out they made a 24, I was like, this is perfect. I want a crawler, but I want to be able to just do it in the comforts of, you know, wherever. But I'm not against the 10th scale. I would be very interested in doing a 10th scale.
Cool. You have any on-road cars?
Vintage.
Vintage, okay.
Yeah, I have a Nitro TC3, Team Associated TC3 with like a 12 motor on it, a little high revving 12 nitro motor. Cool. I have a TT01. You had a TT01 you showed the other time.
Yep.
I have one that I am trying to print some steering for. So I took the drive shaft out, took the differentials out and all that stuff in the front, and I'm gonna just play around with it. Heck with it. It's cheap. I own it. It don't cost nothing but little extra hop ups here and there. So I'm gonna get it all, play around with it.
Yeah, that's what I did with that 34 Ford. I took the center drive shaft, the gears in the front, diff all gone. So now it's freewheeling in the front, and it's a pickup truck, a 34 Ford pickup.
Yeah.
Did not exist 4x4 back then. It was only rear wheel drive, and that's the reason I made it rear wheel drive.
Now, do you drift that truck, right? You said it was a drifter.
Yes, it's a drifter.
Do you have any steering or anything on it, or do you have a gyro or something?
It's just a normal steering right now, but I do have a gyro on it. But it doesn't steer that much. For it to be better, I do need to do a mod on it. Some people, you can just Dremel it and get more out of it a little bit. Yeah, but there is mods that you can actually do.
So I was going to tell you, I have a parts list for the Yokomo parts that you need to make it pretty much a direct
Cool.
transmission. It uses the uprights and all that stuff, but it ain't cheap. That's what's crazy. When I started looking at it, I was like, man, I might just be better off going and buying a RTR, you know, if I'm going to really want to drift a tent scale, you know. So
You trying to show your stickers?
That crap in the window, man.
Oh,
that's
look
the
at that.
sticker.
There's
Oh,
crap
he's
on
got
the
that
window.
Maz sticker on it.
What's called a sticker? What is that one with that camouflage? That crap. Look like
It's
Man,
like a-
come on, man. That's rough.
cat
Huh.
manure or something.
How'd you see it as camo?
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
Man, that's what's up, man. Yeah, we do little scale stickers and stuff. I got to get with Bull Gear. Bull Gear does all that stuff for me. I got to get some sticker sheets so I'm sending out little stickers like what he showed now, but I'm wanting to do like a sticker sheet that's got like, 8 to 10 stickers on it with different designs and colors and sizes. That way I don't have to sit here and cut up little individual stickers. I can just throw a sheet in there and everybody gets their stickers, So I got to work on that. I've been saying that for 2 weeks now.
A while back, I was printing my own stickers using shipping labels.
Mhm.
And I did some small little tiny scale like that. And it was written the Tank RC. And
Yep.
I sent it off to Jack, my buddy in Australia. And when he received it, he goes, "What the heck is this sticker? Like, what, this thing is so small. What do you
Yeah.
want me to do with that? I put it on my board or on there. Nobody's going to see it. It's for the truck, Jack. It's for the truck. It's a scale sticker for the truck. Yeah, but it's so small. Yeah, the truck is small too.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
like
just
that
having
little
fun.
sticker's in the back window. So you see, I mean, it's like, I think it's like 1/2 inch at its wide, at its widest. So, but yeah, I got a bunch of different
Like
little
a
designs
quarter
that we've
inch
been working on.
high.
So, well, it made that truck crawl better immediately, didn't it? It gave it 10 horsepower too. I know it did.
Yeah, that one in the dirt sticker.
Yeah. I
Way
want
to
to
go
do it.
slower.
You remember the Ain't Scared stickers that you used to be able to get at AutoZone and all the car places back in the
Pussy
day?
chicken,
Like
pussy chicken,
1990s. That's what I want to get a sticker made of.
pussy chicken sticker, man. Pussy chicken.
I
I
ain't
don't
heard
think I
of
ever
that.
heard of those.
Some Yosemite Sam stickers.
Oh,
Yeah, the Yosemite Sam, yeah.
You never heard
That's
of
the one
pussy
I got on
chicken?
my camper.
I
Yeah.
want that one for my dirty south.
I got
yeah.
on that
Yeah.
on that Tenacity TT Pro. I bought a 67 F100 body, and I wanted some mud flaps with Yosemite Sam to go on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got this
Old school.
a chassis called the Dirty South. And
Uh-huh.
I kind of wanted to put a Yosemite Sam font on there, but
Yeah.
I ain't got it built yet.
Heck yeah.
Yeah,
I
the
think about
chicken.
them old school things from when you're a kid and you walk into a parts store and you're like, that's cool. And then when you grow up, you're like, dang, I was dumb for thinking that was cool.
I
Hold on,
see
let
what
me
you're
swipe
doing.
over. Let me see if I can see this guy when I say that.
I
Yeah.
see what you're doing.
See you later, Thompson RC.
Mine ain't built yet. I just want to put that out there.
See ya, Thompson.
Hey, Mash, you talking about something like this from back in the day?
Later, Nick Baker.
No
Let me see.
fear. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, that came up last night. God bless my parents. They're great people, but they allowed me to have Big Johnson shirts back in the day.
I
Because somebody said
had one of those
last night,
stickers.
the liquor in the front, party or poker in the back, and it was it showed them playing or a bar. It was a bar and a bar up front, a dang poker table on the back. But yeah, that kind of stuff. No Fear, Bad Boys, all that kind of crazy stuff back in the day. I feel like we came up in sweet times, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord, y'all let just anybody on here.
Before we, well, not before, but after we're done with the live, when we do the after, stick around. I want to talk to you about maybe doing something with you with a body.
Stick around.
Yeah. After we go live, I usually stay on till 11:30. And after 11:30, I shut off the live stream, but we stay on.
Man, that's cool.
And I've seen some people stay on to the Zoom till 1 a.m., 2 a.m.,
Yeah.
3 a.m.
Yeah.
sometimes crazy.
Well, on Corey's, he usually bows out,
Hey,
and then
the bomb. and it's
the mini
over.
Ken from
Once
the
he
shop.
dropped the bomb, it's over.
And I still don't. Is Ken on here?
I hadn't seen him. I just
Oh.
looked at chat just a
I
second ago.
always say the shop or I say the mini shop. I feel bad I don't say it correctly.
It's called Ken because I always mess it up too.
But
I ain't seen
he
Ken.
usually takes over and he'll run the live for the last 3 to 6 hours that we're on after Corey goes to bed.
I used to do that. I used to go to bed and then leave it
Oh, I
going
like
and let
those.
somebody in charge.
Yes. Yeah, I like those.
I like
Yeah.
those.
Kevin Gibbs.
I like that. I like that sticker. God, that's crazy. I like that color too.
Kevin Gibbs, RC fan. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you very much. Kurt's RC.
I do enjoy the way that this Zoom's laid out too, man. I dig it. This is so much better than like your Instagrams lives and stuff that are.
It's not Instagram. It's
I know.
I know.
I mean, what are you correcting me for? I know. I'm explaining that I like it better than.
I actually use both.
Yeah.
I use
There
this.
you go.
I use this for some other stuff with some other people that we do some other stuff with.
I'm not knocking you for it. Don't take offense to it.
I ain't included in that gang yet. Okay, I got to get initiated. In that
No,
one.
that's some other friends. That's some other friends, some other stuff we do. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just a StreamYard friend.
Oh, yeah.
You get on StreamYard, but this is what do you call it?
Zoom.
You know what I'm trying to say. Zoom. So
Yeah, I dig. All I was saying is I dig it.
yeah,
Like I like it
actually
because
use
you
that
can.
for some
I like the way it's laid out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Versus like on Instagram, you're sitting there watching on a little tiny screen and it's divvied up into
Oh, yeah,
4 or 5, 6 people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You see a little tiny. It looks like a little thumbnail.
And if you're on a PC, you can actually move the tiles around
Right.
on this one.
I'm on PC.
I'm still lacking on the PC setup for. Well, I don't have a camera yet because I'm not paying the crazy markup on Sony's right now.
Okay.
Like you could buy brand new
camera.
Sony
Just
back.
get a webcam, man.
You see what Sean
Corey, you know me better than that, man. Because I'm gonna use it for
Yeah,
more than
take
this.
it over.
I got a bad Sony camera I can use for that, but I don't want to take time set it up to do that.
Me and you's 2 different people.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Thank God.
I thought you said we wasn't coming on here and causing a scene on Tank's
They
Live.
causing a scene. I'm trying to keep you in
coming for
line.
you next, Sean.
Legit,
Dirk, hey,
last
Dirk.
night I said I'm gonna be on best behavior, and then I knew it was gonna go downhill.
Hey, you were all professional and shit at the beginning.
I know, right, Dirk? Aren't you proud of me, man? I got an iPhone. That's why. It's the iPhone coming out of me.
Oh, coming out of you.
So are you actually using the iPhone right now?
I am. I
Okay.
got it because they were giving me such a hard time about how bad my camera was. I mean, I'm the kind of dude. I've had this phone for 9 years.
Okay.
And I mean, I'm just the kind of guy that, man, I cracked it like 6 months ago and hey, it works.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't, but then they were complaining. So I went and got another phone.
No, you didn't get it because we were complaining. So
I didn't. I got it in attempts to cut off the business to be able to cut the business off at like 10 o'clock, but I don't now. I just have 2 phones to play on. Now I can multitask.
You screwed that up when you gave your personal number. You screwed that up already.
Nobody gets my number unless I don't care to give it to them.
Welcome in, Unknown RC.
What's going on, fellas?
Hey, Eric.
How you doing?
What's up, Eric? Dirk, long time no see.
How you doing, Dennis?
And
Good,
Dirk,
man. How you been?
welcome in, Dirk.
I'm all right. Busy
Oh,
as
that's the
hell.
old gray-haired dickhead.
Who was that?
That'd be old Dennis up there, old punk ass.
I like this dude.
It's like our chat, ain't it?
Man, I don't even know who that is. I'm trying to figure it out, but I like it.
Yeah, just keep swiping. You'll see him.
I've tried.
He gets back on the stream one time and he's got to fuck with me.
Always.
How's that hip?
Oh, don't even get me started with that damn thing.
Good.
Yeah.
He said,
You say hook a servo up to that motherfucker.
So,
Fuck you, Dennis.
All right.
Unknown, what do you have for 24th or 18th scale? Do you have anything? Or do you only deal with big RCs?
No, I'm thinking about getting one because I'm probably gonna have hip surgery here in September.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be down before the count for 6 to 8 weeks. So I can't go outside. So I gotta do something.
Yeah. See, you can be like Guru and have a shirt accessory, just like Guru does.
He got a gold chain around his neck. What are you talking about?
Hey, Flavor Flav.
Huh.
I got the gold chain on his transmitter.
Instead of a clock, he's got the.
Didn't want to stay there. Maybe I can take a bigger one too and put it over here. There. Now I got doubles.
Hey, Steve, how come you had to ruin that C10 by putting Mazda sticker next to mine?
Why do I get so much grief, man?
What?
All I try to do is do good for the community, and I just take a beating every time I get on one of these lives.
I
You
have
dish it
placed
out
an
pretty
order
good,
with
Stu.
Corey, so I think I'm getting some little Corey stickers, and I'm waiting for my
Yeah,
little
hey,
tiny
yeah, good
John
luck.
sticker too.
Good luck, Guru. Some people thought they was getting bodies
Oh.
from Corey too. They
Look
never
what I
got
just- Look what I just got today. See, you talking junk. You don't know what I'm doing. Look what I just
Hey,
got.
two out of 15 got their bodies.
Oh, got you
Oh,
right.
look at those
Oh my
banners.
God, that's a
got
whole
this
bunch of
thing.
banners.
I just got
What's
this
the ones
thing.
on the bottom? Hey, I don't
You
got a spaz. Where's
you don't know
Bull Gear
what
at?
I'm
He's
doing.
still on here.
Huh?
No, he's
Bull Gear, I
gone.
don't have a spaz Prince or a Bull
He
Gear.
doesn't like you,
banner.
man. Don't nobody like you. Don't you get it?
I don't know what to do with my hands.
You're gonna make him cry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Please.
Terrible. Just terrible.
treats me terrible. All I do for him, man,
Kevin
Treats
says,
me-
Matt, you're built for abuse.
I am, man. I look here lately. I have been here lately. I have
Don't
been.
start,
I've been
man.
taking
Don't
the brunt of it.
Don't start.
Uh,
Don't start.
all Corey's homeboys
Bring
are on
over this,
Facebook.
please.
All Corey's homeboys are on Facebook
Don't
talking. shit
start.
about
Don't
me.
come over to this.
Hey, Corey,
Uh,
he the extortionist and shit.
I know, right?
Hey, just know Corey sleeps with the enemy. Just know that.
Oh yeah, nothing to do with that. That's you and your buddies.
Kevin Gibbs, I don't know if I said it, but I got your stickers too. I got one on the wall there and on another wall over here.
Cool.
Uh,
Yeah, and I did get some LEDs to do like Psycho 13 Garage is put LEDs under my shelf so it brightens up everything.
nice.
I gotta
Okay.
do that. Should be interesting. Change the color and light up everything.
Changes the mood.
Yeah. Put it
All right,
red when I'm
Kendall,
mad.
it does better.
That So yeah, but we've they've been talking that, hey, Corey, you know what though? The talking that they've been doing, it ain't doing nothing but helping me out.
Told you that while you went over there whining. Ooh, they picking on me.
Look, man,
Told you that.
it's been on me. Hey, tell me,
Like it's just
hey,
business, man. You can't respond to that type of stuff.
look, I
before
don't, but I'll tell you what's crazy. That was a week ago, and it started up again today.
I know where.
Unsolicited.
We went to a GCM event. GCM is a company here that makes 110 crawlers. And they had we could bring 24 scale or 18 scale on the trail. And on our way back to the tent, my son was driving this one and he went on the 1/10 course that we drove the day before. And man, he stayed on there for almost an hour with this thing. And he redid the trail that we did. And he says, this thing is fun. He goes, I like this better than his 1/10. That's what he told me.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
So that
fun.
was kind of
On a
interesting.
110 scale course, they can actually run some of the 110 scale course.
You hear what he said though, Corey? They allowed them to bring them on the trail.
Hey,
They were
no,
like, you can bring it to 24.
We really
y'all
don't
didn't read between the
You're
lines.
limited one per person. No, I'm playing.
Letting
I'm
you
playing.
know that the next time he cheat, his son gonna win a 1/24 scale contest, right?
What? The next time he cheat, what? That must be an inside joke.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Good joke.
Oh, I do remember something about that. Yeah. It's kind of like the thing, Mass. When he said he paid Jason to win the raffle, he didn't win.
I still give him a hard time about it. Still good.
Oh, I told my son this Sunday he's got to come and help me with the competition, the comp I'm running because I'm hosting a comp. this Sunday. And I told him, you're coming to help me and you're not running. You're just helping me. I'm going to put you to work.
It's always somebody whining. Always somebody.
Hey, speaking of giveaways, Psycho's got a giveaway coming up, don't you, Psycho?
Yeah, I got to redraw tonight because the
Oh man, no, you ain't got to redraw. I sent you that money, man. I don't know what you're talking about. I paid for that win.
Right, I can't.
The guy that won never got a hold of me. It's been a week.
Oh, y'all still hadn't
Oh, wow.
Oh, hey, I saw in the fine
Hey, I
print it says
won.
if
I
they
didn't
don't
need-
answer, it goes to Mavs.
Did you say I won? I didn't check to see. Did I win? I'm in
Yeah.
contact with you.
Unless your name was Curtis.
What was my name?
Psycho
Curtis?
XR for me.
Was it Curtis D?
No, not Curtis D.
I won?
Who was it? Curtis Baker?
I think, what was the name? It was Curtis, I think.
It was Kurt Charces.
Kurt RC.
I'm right here.
No, no. That's
Curtis,
right.
Kurt.
Curtis
Close
Jackson.
enough. Close enough.
50 Cent.
Colton, sorry, Colton Sullivan.
Oh, that's right, Colton.
Oh, I never heard of him.
Hey, can we still enter?
Yeah, I don't even know him to be able to be like, okay, when the next time I see him in such and such chat, I'm gonna let him know. Yeah, I don't know.
Like I've seen his name somewhere. Could be
I
wrong.
have never seen a Colton.
Yeah, I'd never
Colton,
seen it.
I would remember a Colton.
I'd never seen that name in my comments
Never been in
before.
our chat before. Over Facebook, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember.
But yeah, anybody that's watching that wants to enter, I'm going to redraw later tonight. So it'll be from when I do that. So I'm sure I've got a while.
Cool.
I might even wait till tomorrow, since if people are going to want to get back into it, I can do the redraw tomorrow. Give people a little more time. Maybe I'll put a post up about that.
I don't know how it works in Canada, Tank, but in the U.S., when you hand a man $100 and he gives you his word that he's rigging a dang giveaway for you, you expect it to happen.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
I know how it
No,
works.
$100 only get you third place with turn.
What do you have to pay?
You
What
get
you
a
say?
sticker for that.
You get a
It
sticker.
works from California to North Carolina. You hand a man an SCX24 and you get 2 sets of wheels.
Yeah. Hey, I didn't offer it up. Hey, you threw a
Hey,
look.
I just need you to run it and start making parts.
Look, man, I'm trying as hard as I
You
can. to
ain't,
get-
you ain't made nothing on that thing. I asked you something about that day. You like, man, if y'all.
What y'all, what Corey doesn't disclose to y'all is he knows what I do, what I'm working on right now, and I have to finish that up before I do anything.
Man, I won't
It'll
lie.
work on the SCX24, but it ain't SCX24 part, but it'll work on it. It's gonna be nice. You're gonna like it.
This is my next build.
That's
You-
great.
UGRC Predator chassis for the Gen 8.
But you can kill somebody with that one.
Yeah.
I need more.
Predator. Rawr.
Yeah. Just stole my shit kicker.
Look at mine.
Oh, look at that.
There you go.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Looks like a,
It's
looks like a
shiny
toe knife.
too, eh?
It's
just
like a smiley
shiny.
face.
Is that a fossil?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
It's a
baby
little
version. It's a baby version of this.
Yeah.
Hey, Keith, did Maz see your shit kicker?
It's all perspective though.
I don't think so.
Let me
wanna see my shit kicker?
Hey, what we call a shit kicker down here ain't, it may be different than what y'all call it.
You don't want to be around.
I tell them I'm strapping on my shit kickers. You better go and get out the way.
Yep.
Here's the UGRC Dirty South chassis.
Damn.
Those are nice.
Man, I'd hate to ask, what is a full out comp, like no holes bars comp rig cost in 10th scale?
If you have to ask, you can't afford
About
it.
$500.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Start
About
think so.
$500.
I'm trying to, Tank, I'm trying to see where I'm at in life.
Hello.
start to finish
Move
right
this
now.
stuff.
In my
I can
class,
talk freely now. About $500 plus.
That's more than that.
More than
Well,
that.
More than that.
you got off cheap right now.
I mean, I imagine it's up there. I mean,
My,
I know what it takes in the,
UGRC,
I know what it takes in the 10 scale drag world to even go out there and not look like an
Draft
idiot.
Three Brothers A6 or Kratos, whichever one you want to pick. Brushless motor. What else?
Tank's going to get a gym right now. I can about guarantee you.
The Samix high clearance links. What else? The RS, what the USD RC
he's
RS
got a-
700 damn servo.
Are you talking to me?
Who?
He just,
No, Dennis know
he
who I'm
just
talking
rambling
to.
on.
Dennis know who I'm talking to. Why he's talking about I got off easy, 500 plus. Times
That's a
two.
shit kicker.
Remember, I bought a belly dragger as well. So everything I did for the comp theater, I did
What
for
is
my
that?
other one.
right, but for one, you got off easy. I've got over 2 in mine, and it's strictly comp.
Mine is strictly comp.
That's what I've been hearing too.
It's
Hey,
just still in the bag.
Why don't y'all meet
because
up and dang battle
my-
it out, man?
My
That's what I'm trying
mechanic
to
is
see.
on
They
strike.
do.
My mechanic been on strike for a while. I just
Y'all
want to
got
put
crew
that out there.
chiefs?
Yeah.
After I spent $1,000, my
Dennis is
mechanic
the
went on
mechanic.
strike, so I got stuck with 2 comp builds.
Hank, I'm sorry you let a couple 24 guys come on here, man.
Causing all sorts of
I
problems.
think this is the 10th scale guys. I don't know if this is 10th scale guru or 24 scale guru talking.
No, that's
scale.
10 scale guru talking.
Okay, that's. I just want to make sure.
I
Okay,
got
good.
2 comp builds. Mass.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, Trail Crawlers RC is my grumpy old mechanic I was always talking
Oh,
about.
yeah, I heard you say grump. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, when it's somebody old and grumpy, it's always Dennis.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I say I ain't
It's
always got to
always
have it
Dennis.
on me because I know I'm good when we
Yeah,
out
he
cross.
told me, he's like, if you go with grump, go with him. Trail,
Where's the middle finger at?
You don't have nothing to worry about.
Oh yeah, there he is. There's the middle finger.
So Maz,
He's like, you got
Maz,
nothing to worry about.
Eric,
that's,
this one's for you. You ain't been around in a while.
What you got, Tank?
Maz, the KBRC 13, that's his shit kicker. It's a 3-wheeler. That's what he built. So it's a 3-wheeler, and it's based on a Traxxas / 2x4.
That's
Just
crazy.
the rear of it, and then it's got a plate, custom plate, and
I bet that thing don't do a wheelie, does it?
yeah, it does do a wheelie pretty good.
Yeah.
I was being sarcastic. Look, first
You
time
got
I
the
almost
you got
died.
the wheelie bar on there.
Hey, first time I almost died in life was on 3 wheels, man.
Big, what, a big red?
It was a 250R.
Oh, I can't wait to see a video with that.
It's all made out of wood.
So you've asked how much does it cost?
I know it's relative. I'm
They-
saying
You
Your
could
average
start
guy.
at 500. 500 could get you a scale rig, but you can go up high like crazy depending what.
Thousands.
500 sounds like a deal.
Yes.
Again, I did.
And
More
it
than
all
500.
depends what class also that you run. Like
Yeah.
he's building his truck is probably a class 3 truck.
Yeah.
Class 2. My Capra is class 3.
Yeah, but depending
And
what
my hard
body he
one.
puts on there can put him in a class 2 or class 3.
And
It all
really,
depends
when
how he
y'all
does
talk
his
about
body.
when y'all talk Capra versus SCX10, it's mainly width, right?
Yeah, the
Body-
Capra
body
axles are
style.
wider.
Axles, or well, when I'm saying width, I mean an axles themselves.
And portals.
Yeah, the
But-
axles are wider, and it also has a dig.
Yeah.
Okay,
You can lock
it has
back.
a dick.
Yeah, and it's portal.
Yeah, they have
What?
digs, so you can lock
That's
the
what she
back
said.
axle.
Oh,
Look, I'm a 24 guy.
So also there's a big difference in what class you build, because you can build
Yeah.
a class 3, class 2, class 1, and class 0 now.
Yeah.
Class
So-
0 is like this guy.
I was about to say, I know you're about to break out a gym and that mug right there is legit looking.
So
That looks
I
like
got-
something that you would just see driving down the road that
It's
got
got the bean
missed
in there.
by
I
Cash
got
for
about
Clunkers.
$1,200 in this truck right now.
That's crazy.
Whoa.
So in this
We
truck,
all talking
now
fridges
I
today.
did get a 3D engine bay, so I am going to put a 3D engine in here.
Yeah.
But I got rear wells on there, transmission, scale transmission.
I still say though that like at $1,000, that wasn't what I was thinking. I was thinking $2,000-3,000.
Okay. Oh, it could go up there, no problem, with the different scale item that you put inside, the way everything is, anyways, it goes up. These wheels were nice and shiny when I put them on there, but I rusted them out with some special paint. So there's a lot of different things you can do to a truck.
Tamiya paint, you did that with it?
Hey?
You did that with that Tamiya paint?
No, it's actually a different type of paint that I use for that one.
Okay.
You can use chemicals as well sometimes, depending on the materials. So, I don't know if y'all know who Clint Boyer is. I'm from North Carolina, so it's NASCAR country. So, my buddy's shop did Clint Boyer's hot rod, and it was bare metal, and the chassis was the craziest thing I've ever seen, but it was bare metal, and to get the patina they wanted, they used all like chemicals. That's cool right there. AK does it.
Yeah, AK does it. It's a rust wash, they called.
Nice.
And it turned out pretty good. It was easy to do this.
It looked like it has it has
what?
different shades of it in it almost in the wheels.
Yeah.
Hey, what did that say?
It says a wash light rust from AK.
Yeah.
Okay.
AK Interactive. It's a wash. They call
My
it.
glasses at work.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good job to be a one-step deal.
Billy's asking, what is class 1, 2, and 3? Class 1 is if you go to the store where you buy a truck and you buy a car right off the lot, that's a class 1 truck. When it looks like it was store-bought, that's class 1. Tiny tires, small tires, not jacked up. Class 2 is actually jacked up with a little bit bigger tires.
Hard body.
Class 3 is wide axle, super huge tires, or a cage instead of a body. Class 3 is like a rock racer, a rock bouncer, a wraith.
That's class 3.
That's yeah.
And class 2 even has regulations such as not only you have to have tire coverage as well, right?
Different tires, yes. You can go up to 4.75 tires.
Yeah.
Class 3 is up to 5.75.
But don't you have to have fender coverage as well? Don't they tell you have to have like half coverage on tires and all that kind
That's
of
in
stuff?
class 1.
Class 1. Okay.
Class 2, you can't.
Okay.
Well, class 2, you can't go half the tire. Half the tire has to be within the. No, actually, it's class 2 now. It's the front tire cannot extend over where the passenger driver door is.
Okay.
So you can put what's called a
I
boat.
feel like y'all trying to dog me.
You could do fender flares on it to cover your tires, to keep your tires in the fender well more.
Yeah.
And also class 2, your bumper cannot be any narrower than the wide point of your windshield.
Right.
This
I've
is a
looked at the
class
rules
1.
just based off of y'all asking like the 24 things, and that, I mean, it seems like pretty cool stuff though. I like to watch people build that stuff. Y'all do a lot of brazing and different stuff like that too, don't y'all?
Not me.
Like
but
metalwork.
it looks cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that stuff looks sick.
wish I knew
Yes,
how
a
to do
belly
that.
dragger theoretically would be a class 3. You're correct.
Class 3s run what you run.
That's my class 3.
Yeah.
Beer
And
cans.
some places limit class 2 to the factory C-channel chassis.
Yeah.
Like where I'm at here in Ohio, we're allowed to run any chassis we want. And we don't go by all the Sorca rules. So it's kind of a no holds barred in class 2.
Oh, yeah. And yeah, I saw that some places. I saw a picture of a guy that says, oh, I won in class 2, and I'm looking at the car. I go, that's a class 3 in my books, but like he won in class 2. Anyways, that was weird. It's crazy the different rules and different classes that you get across everywhere. It's just crazy.
Hey,
Hey,
and you know what I forgot to mention when I was mentioning my build for my comp? These nice expensive AR-44s.
The axles. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a set of them too.
Yeah.
are y'all at
Hold
like
on.
are y'all like competition
Hold
or
on.
something?
Hold on. No,
Y'all
me and
talking
this
like
guy
we're
go
in.
crawling and trailing, and we was supposed to start comping together, but then he went on strike and fired me. So I got stuck with a build, with 2 builds, and
Well, I had to close the
AR-44
shop
axles
up for a bit because I had to build a truck for a build off.
and Samick links.
Bushman has asked a question. What if you trim the
And drive
fenders?
tech shocks.
Class 1.
I muted you, Guru. I muted you because I'm talking. Just wait a minute. What if you trim the fender on a class 1? If you trim the fender on a class 1, you now have a class 2 because a class 1 is no body modification is allowed on it. Oh, somebody left. Oh,
No
it's
dovetail.
Lost
Yeah.
plan.
You can't dovetail or
no on class 1. No, you cannot.
or anything like that. You
Nope.
If you look at it, it'll confuse you, but it's like both side dovetail and all of that. It was very confusing for the
Yeah,
sort.
class 1 is 0 body mod.
Yeah.
Yes. So I run class 2 and 3,
Class miles.
Cool.
but I'm gonna end off with this. I just want to show you how it is.
Did you run out of power, Maz?
Forgot to feed the gerbils.
I forgot to plug it in.
Oh, now you're muted, Maz.
And I like it.
I don't know what happened.
It's an iPhone.
I was like, man, I might have got too rowdy. They booted me and gave me the dang boot.
So it's past 11:30, so we're going to start saying our goodbye. What I do is a round table. We go around and we say goodbye to everybody. So we'll start with KBRC 13 with his VW bug that he's got. Hey, he's not listening, I guess.
He waved. He waved.
Okay.
Oh,
He's on-
I'm here. It's a stupid mic.
He
Sorry,
okay.
Kurt. Thanks, Tank, for letting me in. See you guys later. Here you go,
Thank you very
Kurt.
much. Kurt's RC.
All right. Thanks, Tank, for having me, and appreciate all you guys popping in here today.
Thank you very much. Guru.
Thanks for having me. It was a blast to be away from reality right now. So
Thanks.
Amen.
to be a
Anytime.
tiny truck
Anytime.
represent.
Yeah. Take care of yourself. Psycho 13 Garage.
Thanks, Tank, for being foolish enough every week to send me the email. And, good to see you guys. Good to see a collection of people here from different areas, and it's nice.
Yes, it is. Trail Crawler RC.
Tank, thanks for the invite. Maz, Corey, thanks for coming in, man. It was totally different talking about the micros and the minis. Appreciate it. And hit that thumbs up before you guys leave.
Oh, look at Guru's new wheels. Cool.
Mm.
Unknown RC, Eric.
Thanks for having me, Tank. Even though I'm still not on your email list. Y'all have a good weekend.
I don't know why you're not on the email list.
He's on mine. I don't know.
I'll try to fix that. GNCRC,
Thanks for letting us join, man. I really appreciate it.
no problem. Anytime.
You have to
Anytime.
go back on
Thursday night
anytime.
in your life.
Thanks.
Maz,
Yes, sir. I appreciate y'all letting us come on here and cause a little ruckus over here. It felt like home. I appreciate y'all, man. It felt like any other night just on the other channels. You know what I mean? That's what's great about it. So appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have us again. Thanks for everything y'all do. I enjoy the tent scale. I enjoyed talking the tent scale stuff.
we talk about it all the time. That's
Yes,
why
sir.
sometimes I like taking a break. And guys, go check out Maz. I did put it in the link in the chat here. Go check him out. Some of the product that he has.
Yep.
These are the beadlock rims, and then this is his rims.
Yep.
He also has chassis that he
Yep.
sells.
Yep. Chassis will go up tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And they'll be sold out before Sunday. So you
Oh, they'll
better
be sold out before 8:10.
Cool.
You can't pre-order?
No,
That's
I
true.
do them like this because it's just I do a certain amount a week and I try to stay in there and I put them up there and I'm blessed to have everybody jump on there and grab them so quickly. It's really blown my mind. So
Cool.
I really do appreciate everybody spending their hard-earned money with me. And all the support. That's I can't say enough.
Sounds good.
So
Well, thank you very much for jumping in here, guys. I really appreciate it from week after week. It's a lot of fun to see new faces also and to see all the old faces back. Go charge up some batteries and go on there and have some fun and break something. Because if you're not breaking anything, you're not having any fun, right, Guru?
Yes, sir. I ain't broke nothing, but I scared the dog with this.